I am Jeannie Wernitz from the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, and I'm reading the statement on behalf of Jason Ruszczyk, the brother of Justine. Your Honor, on the morning of July 15th, my sister sent me a text message saying she had packed a box full of gifts for our two kids, Bo and Maya, her niece and her nephew that loved her dearly. She had gone to the post office and sent it off, texting me saying, "The eagle has left the nest." Later that night, Mohamed Noor shot and killed my sister, ending her beautiful, love-filled life. My sister, my kid's auntie, my father's daughter, was dead. The box remains unopened, and my beautiful sister is gone. My sister and I were not far apart in age. We grew up together as a single unit, bonded by love, friendship, and laughter. Justine, Juzzy, was the person in the world that knew more about me than anyone else. All that history and knowledge, the pain of losing our mother to cancer, the emotional security stored in these shared experiences and memories have now been taken from me by Noor's decision to fire his weapon. I am left feeling alone and empty. The precious gift of the shared of memories collected over 40 years of being her brother has now vanished. Vanished in that split second that Noor took to pull his trigger and end her life. All the memories as children in the desert in Saudi Arabia, where we lived until she was almost 7, all the memories of growing up and walking to school together, all the memories of high school, university, friends and adventures, parties and travel stories, the opportunity to reflect and remember with laughter is now gone. I feel as though half of me has gone. No one in this world knows, understands, or remembers the context in which those shared memories were created, but my sister. There was a shared confidence between us that these memories were downloaded into the subconscious, where we knew we could forever access them and share them between us. We could reminisce on becoming adults, heal each other from the emotional wounds we suffered while nursing and ultimately watching our mother die from cancer. My sister is now gone, and those memories are with her and no one else, and I will never be the same. I will never forget the phone call from my father that morning, screaming on the phone that someone shot Juzzy. I'm haunted by the tears of sorrow from all her friends that loved her dearly. Before she died, my sister and I would connect via FaceTime most mornings on my hour-long drive into work. I leave home at 6 a.m., which is late afternoon in Minneapolis, so it worked out well, as she would often be at home on Washburn Avenue, snuggled up in a blanket on the couch waiting for me to call. I would put the phone on the passenger seat or on my lap, and she would get cranky at me if I held or looked at the phone while I was driving, which was a wise request. She was always concerned about people's well-being. So most mornings we would connect, catch up, and chat about our future plans and know her work was going, how her and Don were doing, and also the wedding plans. Kat and I were planning on moving to Oregon for a couple years to be closer to her, so I would spend time building enthusiasm for her and Don to move to the Pacific Northwest with us so we could all be together. Of course, Juzzy FaceTimed us to tell us the duck story, and what an amazing experience it was. She was so overjoyed. Ever since her death, every morning my drive to work no longer involves seeing my sister's smiley face and hearing her laughter. Instead, it is now filled with images of her body on the ground, my heart aching with worry about what suffering she may have endured, the fears she may have felt, and the sadness in her heart as she was leaving those she loved. Ever since the trial, my mind now has the added trauma of the images and sounds connected to her death, as well as the lack of compassion of Noor and the concerted efforts by the Minneapolis police force to actively avoid getting to the truth of what happened. The thud of the bullet, the hole in her belly, and her body on the ground is the last thing I see and feel when I go to bed at night, and the first thing I see and feel when I wake up on a new day. Waking up to a new day is a simple joy that Juzzy can no longer feel. Since my sister's murder, I stare blankly more often. I feel sad and lonely more often. The moments that I am able to enjoy with my family and friends are often jolted off track with the lamenting thoughts of, Juzzy would have loved this, or I wish Juzzy was here to see this. One of Juzzy's best friends said to me after her death something that I agree with that made me smile with pride. Juzzy was simply the best person I ever met. Juzzy was truly the best person we all had the good fortune to meet, to love, and to be around. My family misses her, her friends miss her, my kids miss their Auntie Peanut. Don lost the love of his life. I miss my sister. I am forever changed and my heart is broken. Yours sincerely, Jason Malcolm Simpson Ruszczyk.